On the news tonight, expected Nigerian-Turkey agreement to boost foreign direct investment. Awujale selection, candidates urge state government to lift suspension. Good evening and welcome to the news at 7, coming to you from your everyday station. I am Fatima Hassan and thank you for joining us today. The recent official visit to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the Republic of Turkey is expected to deliver wide-ranging benefits to government and the private sector, particularly in areas such as manufacturing, defense, agriculture, infrastructure, and education. Guests on Good Morning Nigerian believe the agreement signed will provide a framework for stronger economic coordination, policy implementation, and institutional cooperation, while creating opportunities for foreign direct investment and technology transfer. Thomas Obettere report.
Nigeria and the Republic of Turkey have recorded significant growth in bilateral relations in recent years, with cooperation now extending across trade, defense, infrastructure, education, science, and technology. The progress is driven by sustained high-level diplomatic engagement and expanding economic ties. Guests on Good Morning Nigeria are of the opinion that this is expected to gain further momentum following President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's recent official visit to Turkey.
And it's very significant because we have a significant number of Nigerians in Turkey, particularly students, professionals.
Turkish government and the Turkish business community, they're all eager to be in Nigeria.
Guest added that under the agreement reached, industries are poised to benefit from improved market access, joint ventures, and expanded trade under the Joint Economic and Trade Committee framework, while the defense sector gains from enhanced military cooperation, training, and access to advanced technology.
The sector that may benefit first is the defense industry or the defense sector, because of the fact that it appears to be the most challenged, and the first priority of any government is defense and security.
They have over 50 companies right here in Nigeria, spread across, and if you look at the volume of trade between Turkey and Nigeria, is over $400 million.
In agriculture, guests say the partnership will open pathways for mechanization, agro-processing, and value chain development aimed at boosting food security and export capacity. Overall, the visit signals a shift towards practical, results-driven cooperation that supports economic growth. In Abuja, Thomas Ogbetere, NTA News.
The leadership of the People's Democratic Party's Board of Trustees and the Forum of PDP State Chairmen have declared that the Kabiru Tamino Tokari-led National Working Committee remains firmly in charge despite a judgment delivered by the Federal High Court in Ibadan, Oyo State. Both party organs said the ruling, which touches on the PDP National Convention held in Ibadan on November 15 and 16, 2025, does not invalidate the existing leadership, as the core issues are already before the Court of Appeal. Timothy Yusuf report.
The party has taken steps to prevent any disruption. These words of assurance form the central message of the PDP Board of Trustees and the Forum of PDP State Chairmen following the recent Oyo High Court judgment. The BOT spoke through its chairman, Senator Adolphus Wabara, while the Forum of State Chairmen spoke through its chairman, Tony Azegbemi. The PDP BOT described the Ibadan judgment as lacking practical effect, arguing that it has been overtaken by events at the appellate level. On its part, the Forum of PDP State Chairmen, representing 30 states of the Federation, echoed the BOT's position, declaring total loyalty to the national leadership produced by the Ibadan Convention. The state chairman also faulted the Ibadan judgment, noting that while the court declined the relief of mandamus, it went on to grant reliefs that were neither sought nor argued, and which they said conflict with existing judgments of courts of coordinate jurisdiction. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
An appeal has been made to Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun to lift the suspension placed on the selection process to enable the kingmakers carry out their traditional duties. One of the contenders for the Awujale stolen Barrister Prince Adebowale Olufeko, who made the appeal at a forum in Ijebu Ode, described the selection of Nta Ijebu Ode as a collective responsibility that should not be left in the hands of some key players. Blessing Adewuyi was at the event held at Otumba Tomashe Civic Center, Ijebu Ode, and files in the report.
Organized by one of the contenders for Daujales 2, Barrister Prince Adebowale Olufeko, and attended by princes and princesses, elders, and other members of the Ijebu House. The consultative forum was convened to deliberate on the succession to the referred Daujales 2. Speaking on behalf of other contestants, the convener, Barrister Prince Adebowale Olufeko, commended Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun, the Olori Ebis of the ruling house, and the kingmakers for their roles and commitment in the Awujale selection process.
Our objective is to examine the process, aggregate our views, where necessary, and articulate our collective position with decorum, wisdom, and unity, always mindful of tradition, the law, and respect for constituted authority. Beyond the issues of succession, we must also turn our attention to the development of Ijebu land. We all in the Fushagua respectively request that the kingmakers be allowed and given the opportunity to present the next Omoye by following due process. We ask for due process, the Ijebu people have asked for due process, the kingmakers have asked for due process, and we, the candidates as well, are asking for due process. We expect nothing short of that.
Other speakers, including Omoba Adewale Omotayo and Omoba Adewale Adeshola, appealed to the state government to lift the suspension placed on the succession process.
We youth of Ijebu and we youth of Jadiara, we are begging the Honorable Prince Dapo Abiodun to remove the embargo they put on the selection of Awujale. We need a good king. We youth are crying because without no king in a town, in a city like this, there will be no development and there will be no movement. There will be no progress, there will be no achievement.
We need a physical and encouraging from government and from our Olori Ebis, which is Alhaji Lateef Owoyemi. So that is what we youth we need.
Prince Olufeko, who noted that due process must be strictly followed in the selection process, also emphasized the need for all key players to contribute meaningfully to the peace, unity, and development of Ijebu Ode and Ijebu land at large. In Ijebu Ode, Blessing Adewuyi, NTA News.
The Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, Brigadier General Olakunle Oluseyi, says the orientation course remains a vital platform for promoting national unity and fostering mutual understanding among Nigerian youth. He stated this during his visit to the NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp in Ede, Osun State. Femi Afariogun report.
The official working visit of the Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Olakunle Oluseyi, to Osun Camp is aimed at assessing the welfare of corps members and assuring them of their safety throughout their service here. He urged them to engage in productive activities that will add value to the scheme and enhance their personal development. He noted that service here offers young graduates a unique opportunity to discover and nurture their leadership potential.
So by and large, it's been a successful visit. I'm excited, the corps members are excited, and the staff are doing a wonderful work. So wish them all the best, and I want to assure the people of Osun that the corps members have promised to be good guests.
You have visited the clinic, and the consultant there is from Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital. She has really done well, and the core team, they've done really well, making sure that our corps members are attended to.
There was a colorful cultural performance by the corps members for the DJ. From NYSC Camp Ede, Femi Afariogun, NTA News.
You are watching Nta Ijebu Ode at 7. We're going on a short break. Please stay with us.
Oh what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Thanks for joining us. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) in Osun State has commenced the rotation of its voter enrollment device across all wards in the state as part of the ongoing continuous voter registration (CRV) exercise. INEC says the exercise, which begins Monday, February 2, 2026, will run for 40 days and is aimed at bringing voter registration services closer to eligible citizens at the grassroots. Under the arrangement, IVEDs will be rotated across all wards in each local government area, allowing residents to register for the permanent voters card, PVC, and access other approved voter registration services with ease. Residents of 6 out of the 8 communities in Agowoye, Ogun State, have appealed to the state governor, Dapo Abiodun, and other relevant authorities to intervene in an alleged land grappling dispute. The indigents, during a peaceful protest in Agowoye on Sunday, urged the Ebumawe of Agowoye, Oba Abdurasak Adenugba, to return what they described as their ancestral farmlands. Anthony Gandono reported that the indigents want that failure to act could threaten peace in the town. His report.
Residents of the 6 affected communities by land grabbing, most of whom are aged and elderly, converged on Olopomerin Junction, Agoiwoye, to address journalists on the reason for their gathering before embarking on the protest.
The protest is against the Boomerang of Agoiwoye. Many towns, they have 8 towns in this Agoiwoye, so about 5 or more are interested in this protest because this Ebumawe, who says he's a Kabesi, has gone into their farms and bulldozed all their cash crops. He had sold some of them. He still wants to sell some of them. Our request now is that from 2 years ago, we just looking at him. He now decided to be selling bulldozer for our great grandfather farm and bulldozing and selling it. They have sold over 600 acres of land. Then that's factory, 100 acres. Even my own father's land was among the voting.
Under strict security surveillance, the protesters from the affected communities such as Idode, Ishamuru, Igan, Imosu, Imososi, and Awori kingdoms moved through major streets of Agoiwoye, displaying placards with various inscriptions using public address systems to convey their grievances to the public. The protesters accused the Ebumawe of Agoiwoye, Oba Abdurazak Adenugba, of allegedly grabbing over 1,000 acres of their ancestral farmlands across the affected 6 communities. The distressed protesters narrated steps taken so far since the crisis began about 6 years ago.
Having reported to the governor himself, and nothing has been done. We've been to the House of Assembly. We've been to places, government parastatals and the rest of them. We still want to impress it on them that they should call him to order. Because even as our last week, he still ventured into land grabbing. We went to DSS office at Abeokuta. They will drag him there. They order him to receive from it that he should constitute a committee out of 7. That should not be inclusive.
In a bid to restore peace, representatives of the communities suggested possible ways forward to addressing the lingering dispute. while appealing to Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun as a matter of urgency to prevail on the Ebumawe to desist from the alleged act. The aggrieved indigents vowed to pursue their cause to a logical end through legal means. From Agoiwe, Anthony Gandonu, NTA News.
That completes our bulletin for tonight. Join us tomorrow for more interesting stories and stay tuned to our Yoruba caster. Have a wonderful night rest. Bye.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergent, happiness with every wash.